All right, welcome. Happy Saturday, everybody. This is DB Talking Now, DB Talking Birds, DB Talking Philadelphia Eagles. All right, as we all know, guess what time it is? It's the Carson Wentz update time. It's the Carson Wentz update time. So it is imminent. The trade to the Bears is close. The deal is close. Huge report is this: Nick Foles is included in the trade offer that the Bears are asking for, and also Ty Roseman is asking for number one. You know, some of the other beat writers have come out and said that, of course, they're asking for number one. Like, stop repeating yourself, guys. But apparently a number one and Nick Foles and a number one and Nick Foles are included in that trade. And I gotta say this, like, really, Nick Foles, like they're grasping at old apples here, guys. I have no problems with Nick Foles. I've said that in my last stream. I love Nick Foles, but they're trying to recreate history here. Why? Why? I get it. He's gonna be a good backup. He's gonna be a good backup to bring back. And you know, after I thought about it, I guess I'm okay. I'm okay with the fact that hey Franklin, how's it going, my friend? How's it going, buddy? What's up, man? What's up? I told you Nick Foles is coming back. LOL. That's crazy. Yeah, no, it's insane. It's absolutely insane, dude. It's crazy. They're grasping at old apples. They're grasping at old history. They're grasping at lost years, is what they're doing. They're grasping at lost years is what they're doing. Here's the thing. Yes, he's going to be a good backup. They're going to have Nick Foles and Jalen Hurts battle it out if Nick Foles does come to Philadelphia. If that actually does come true, here's the thing. It sounds like it's going to come true. And after I thought about it, you know, after hearing that news, I was like, oh my God, you got to be freaking kidding me. You got to be freaking kidding me. But after thinking about it for a little bit, you know, they're including a one in the package, and that's fine. That's fine with me. The first round pick on top of Nick Foles makes it absolutely fine. I think that this is, and I don't think it's just a one and Nick Foles. I think it's a one, maybe a third and a four, maybe a third or a fourth, and Nick Foles. It's crazy, isn't it? It's crazy. Franklin does the LOL and the laughing and the crying, and I love it because it's dumb. It's insane. It's nuts, man. Like, Nick Foles, guys, like, I get it. He's got the statue outside the stadium. But you know who else has a statue outside the stadium? Dougie P. Dougie P's got a statue outside the stadium too. So you know, now that Carson's not coming back, are they going to bring back Dougie P? No. Jeez Louise. Jeez Louise, come on now. Come on, man. All right, it's fine. It's fine. I'm cool. Franklin says, I agree. Nick Foles could be a good mentor, teach Jalen to be patient and calm and collective in the pocket. Yeah. Yeah, he could teach him to be patient and calm and collective in the pocket. Here's the thing, though. I mean, Jalen did a good job of that. I mean, for a rookie quarterback, he definitely did do a good job of demonstrating that ability to be calm and cool and collected. And he did show some great leadership qualities. But no, obviously Nick Foles has been there. He's had success in the city, and he knows what it takes to win. And you know, Nick Foles is going to be great. Nick Foles is going to be great because Nick Foles is that guy, right? Nick Foles is the kind of coach QB mentor. So it's that's a great thing to bring up. That's a perfect thing to bring up. Yeah, man. Yeah, it seems like it's going to be Nick Foles in a first. It seems like it's going to be Nick Foles in a first, and possibly another pick as well, or at least I hope it's going to be another pick on top of that. But that's cool. That's really cool because if it is, what pick do the Bears have? What pick do the Bears have? Do we know? Do we know off the top of our heads? Let's see here. Let me check this real quick. Bears. Number 20. Number 20. So the 20th pick in the first round. Yep. 20. So a pick above the Colts. Find a running back coach. AJ Styles, welcome to the live stream, my man. Good to see you. Find a running back coach. Yeah. They need to do that. Here's the thing about that, though. I don't think they're really pressing. I don't really think they're pressing on that right now. I think right now, obviously, it's all about Carson Wentz. Brian Westbrook, running back coach. Hey, yeah, I know. That's what we talked about last night, man. That's exactly what we talked about last night. And I love that idea. I love that we came up with that idea last night. That was great. It's a great idea. Brian Westbrook, man. It would be kind of like having Deuce back. But he'd probably fit, the mold of a Miles Sanders type a little bit better, just because obviously we know Brian Westbrook well. He was the elusive receiving threat out of the backfield, just like Miles is, and Deuce was more of a power guy. But I'm not taking anything away from Deuce. Obviously, Deuce was absolutely phenomenal. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that this Carson thing is a done deal? Do you think it's gonna be the news is gonna be released tomorrow? That's something that I mentioned a few days ago when the news first broke. Is like they're gonna frickin' release this news on Super Bowl Sunday because Howie Roseman is a shindig, man. He's an attention seeking little schmuck. He really is. It's cool. I guess it's good for the franchise to receive some of that media attention, especially during Super Bowl weekend, as we talked about. But other news is as well, guys. Carson Wentz has removed the quarterback for the Philadelphia Eagles tag from his Instagram bio. So I believe that a deal is already done. I believe he's already on the move. It's just a matter of when they release the report, which is probably going to be either later today or early tomorrow. And my guess is probably tomorrow. So Franklin says, absolutely, it's a done deal. If it doesn't go through, things with Carson Wentz and the organization are broken from this point on. Nothing but respect for the man, but time for him to move on. Yeah, no, absolutely, no. I know it's a done deal. I'm just wondering if it's going to go through today or tomorrow. That's the thing, is whether or not they're going to release the report tomorrow or today, or maybe on Monday. You know what I mean? But I don't think they're going to wait until Monday. I think it's a shindig waiting to happen within the next 24 hours, because I think the Bears are going to want him to do a press conference on Monday. So, guys, it's a shame. It really is. It really is a shame. And I might have to take back my, what I said about him having a great season next season if he goes to the Bears. Yeah, during the Super Bowl. No, I know, Franklin. I know. And and that's because Howie Roseman likes to be important. Yeah, no, I mean, and I'm gonna have to take back what I said about him possibly having a 30+ touchdown season next season, because he's going to the Bears, and that's if he goes to the Bears. And here's the thing, guys. Right now, it looks like he's going to the Bears. Obviously, the report is this, and it's been this all day, which is he is going to the Bears unless somebody swoops in at the last second and blows them away with an even bigger offer. Now, obviously, I'm reaching here, but hey, it happens. Guys, it happens. You look at the Jalen Ramsey trade. I think Howie Roseman made an offer for Jalen Ramsey, but the Rams came in and way overpaid for Jalen Ramsey. 2 first-round picks for that guy at the last second. So, things like that, they happen. They happen. And you know, we just kind of got to deal with it. Man, this sun is really glaring in my eyes, in my camera here. This is why I like to do streams at nighttime, because you know, it's like right there. The window is like right there. It's freaking annoying. And then it screws up my camera. It's all crazy. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. We probably should have known that things were going to go bad when we started to see Carson look like Ryan Fitzpatrick. You know what I mean? The big old beard. Rawr. Big old beard. Big old lumberjack looking beard. Rawr. I'm just kidding. Ryan Fitzpatrick is not bad. Ryan Fitzpatrick has had some good games. So I'm not taking anything away from Ryan Fitzpatrick, but it's not set in stone though, guys. Let's not act like anything is permanent yet. It's not set in stone that Nicky Six is going to be a part of this deal. Do I think that the Bears are going to make it to the playoffs next year if they get Carson Wentz? Yes. Yeah. Yeah, they made the playoffs this year with Nick Foles and Mitch Trubisky. And Mitch Trubisky and Nick Foles tag teamed the entire season. So Carson Wentz is better than Nick Foles. And Carson Wentz is better than Mitch Trubisky. And I think Matt Nagy, regardless of the fact that Doug, you know, got us our first Super Bowl ever in franchise history. Well, one, it was the combination of Doug and Frank Reich and Jim Schwartz and not Press Taylor, John DeFilippo. Matt Nagy's better than Doug Peterson. I think he's a better coach than Doug Peterson. I think as far as coaches that come from the Andy Reid tree are concerned, I think Matt Nagy will do a better job for Carson Wentz. And reason being is this. Doug Peterson just got too hung up on his scheme, thinking that his scheme was going to work instead of adjusting the scheme to the player, and it just wasn't accurate. That just wasn't accurate. And I think Matt Nagy is gonna do a better job of that. Here's the thing: I think whatever team gets Carson Wentz, whether it is the Colts or the Bears, because as far as we know, there was a bidding war between the Colts and the Bears, and the Colts could come back with a counteroffer before the day is done. Whatever team gets Carson, they're going to do everything they possibly can to make sure Carson is happy. We have to look at it that way too, guys. It's like Carson's coming from this organization, which is dysfunctional as all fuck. And Hy Roseman has completely pissed all over Carson's Cheerios. Jeffrey Lurie helped him do that. Probably held him. Probably. Never mind. I'm not going to go there. There's only so much I can say on YouTube. and so Carson's probably a little. His trust is a little shaken. And if he goes to the Bears, he's gonna probably still be a little hesitant, and here's why. It's not Frank Reich, and so he's going into a new situation, and so he's gonna be like he's gonna be hesitant. It's like going on a first date, right? It's like, okay, I gotta test the waters, and hopefully the waters are good. He's gonna. That's what it's going to be. And so what they're going to want to do is they're going to want to make sure that they make Carson happy, because they're paying this dude. What is it going to be for the Bears? They're going to have to pay him $23 million this year for this first year, and then like 22 next year or something like that. Like it's going to be big. It's going to be really big. And there was a report that came out as far as the breakdown as to how much the Bears have actually paid their starting quarterbacks. And if they take on the Carson contract, it will be the most that they've paid a starting quarterback in like the last 15 years. It's insane. even Jay Cutler, when they gave, even Jay Cutler, like Jay Cutler wasn't making as much money as they're about to make, as much they're about to give Carson. So yeah, they're going to want to make sure he's happy. They're going to want to make sure he's happy. If Carson is traded, how much of his contract do we eat? 33.5 mil, I think. That's all dead. It's all dead. That's all dead. That's a dead cap hit. It's a dead cap hit. We're going to have to eat that. That's why it's insane, man. It's insane. It's insane. Howie Roseman has a tall task ahead of him. He's got a tall task ahead of him. And like, as far as free agency is concerned, like, we might be completely fucked, Franklin. We might be completely fucked. Because 33 on top of the 60 that we already are over, the 60 mil that we're already over, that's going to bring us to like 93 mil over the cap. How Howie Roseman plans on coming back from that for free agency, I have no idea. The draft salaries are not going to be a problem. The reason for that is because they're allotted a rookie reserve. They're allotted salaries for a rookie reserve. They're allotted salaries for rookies, and it's called the rookie reserve, and it's separate from the normal cap that we usually talk about. But as far as like, and that's the thing. If Howie Roseman cannot even get as close to being on the plus side, we're not even going to be able to. We're going to have to completely readjust our conversation. Like, as I've mentioned yesterday, and as I've mentioned kind of multiple times throughout the week, is like, they should really make safety Malik Hooker a priority in free agency. They really should. It's going to be a cheap deal. It's going to be a cheap deal that he'll get because of that Achilles injury that he's coming off of. But he still has the intangibles and the talent to still become an elite cover safety. It's just about whether or not he will bounce back from that Achilles injury successfully, because he's still only like 24, 25 years old. So and then it completely changes the game as to whether or not we will be able to, like, I don't know, bring in maybe some secondary help in free agency, or maybe some offensive line help in free agency, or linebacker help in free agency, or trade for a wide receiver and take Kyle Pitts in the draft, because I think that we still need to, and I want to talk about that actually for a second, because I think that we need to bring in another veteran wide receiver. I think that needs to happen. That definitely needs to happen. But with that said, like, I like, they're gonna get rid of Alshon Jeffrey. I think Deshaun Jackson is gonna stay. We talked about that last night. But I still think another veteran wide receiver is needed. And with the cap, man, like, this is gonna shoot us in the foot big time. It's going to shoot us in the foot big time. And it might be like a 2-year process that we're looking at. You guys remember when the Giants traded Odell Beckham Jr.? They were screwed for about a year and a half. Marquise Goodwin. What about the wide receiver we got from the 49ers last? What about the wide receiver that we got from the 49ers last year that waived? Won't he be back? Yeah, as far as we know, he will be back. He's still under contract. He just took the season off for due to COVID reasons, but I think there's other reasons on top of that. And yeah, he is a good veteran wide receiver, and he's fast. And that's a shame. I was one of those people who, obviously, a man's got to do what a man's got to do, and he wanted to be safe, especially when it came to his family. Like, I think he's got like 2 kids and a wife, and we've gone through a crazy year. with COVID and everything. And so obviously that was the personal choice he made. And so I had no qualms with him for making that decision, but I think that was a huge loss for us. I think that was an under the radar trade that we made. That was a phenomenal trade by Howie Roseman. And we just have not seen the fruits of that trade pay off yet. But I'm hoping that we do. I really am. I'm hoping that we do. Because I think him, like he's fast. Like he was a track star in college. And having him and Djax and like these other wide receivers that we drafted, Quez, John Hightower, and don't make me say Jalen Reagor. I just said it. Oh my God. I think it's going to be a great combination. I really do. I really do. I really, 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 really do. The other thing is AJ Green is going to be a free agent. AJ Green, I know he's a little bit long in the tooth these days, but as far as veteran wide receivers go, he might be a solid pickup if we can pull it off. So that's gonna be the big factor there. So, but hey, let me know what you guys think. Clearly, this Carson Wentz thing is going down. We're gonna get a first round pick out of it. So, what do you guys think we should do with that extra first round pick? Do you guys want us to move up? Do you guys want to move up? Because we might be able to move up. We're not gonna move up to like 1 or 2, but we might be able to move up to like 4 or 3. AJ Green would be like a better Alshon Jeffrey. Yeah. He definitely would. He definitely would. I think Alshon's a little bit younger. But yeah, no, AJ Green has always been a better Alshon Jeffrey. So that is very, very true. Yeah, but let me know what you guys think about what we should do with the extra first round pick. I think it'd be honestly wise. I don't think that they should move up from 6 to go anywhere. I don't think they should move up from 6. But they should probably. I think what they should do is they should try to package another pick with whatever pick they get, whether it's from the Colts or whether it's from the Bears. And try and move up a little bit further with that second first round pick that we have, maybe to like 15 or something like that. That would be cool. That would be really cool. If they did that, I would be like stoked. I'd be so stoked. That'd be so cool. That would be really, really cool. All right. Let me just go ahead and check something here real quick. Let's see here. The other thing I want to talk about too as well is do you guys think Nick Foles will be able to take the starting job from Jalen Hurts if Nick Foles comes to Philadelphia? Do you think Jalen Hurts wins that quarterback competition, or you think Nick Foles wins that quarterback competition? Because I think that it could be a toss-up. It really could. It could be a toss-up. We know how good how well of a job Frank Reich and Nick Sirianni did with Jacob Brissett and Phillip Rivers and Andrew Luck and how they kind of like got the best years out of those 3 quarterbacks. I don't see a reason why they couldn't do it with Nick Foles. You know what I mean? I don't see a reason why they couldn't do it with Nick Foles, especially the one thing about Nick Foles is, as long as we, yeah, I know. I'm just throwing the question out there, Franklin. I'm just throwing the question out there. Nick Foles will absolutely not take the job from Jalen Hurts. I know. Because here's the thing. The one thing we know about Nick Foles is he can pitch it. He can pitch it to the guys if we get the guys in space. That we do know. But no, you're right. Jalen Hurts is just too versatile and And I am excited. I honestly am. I honestly am excited about the potential of Jalen Hurts. I really am. I really am. And I want to touch on this real quick too. During those final 4 games, me mentioning how big of a Carson Wentz supporter I was, it was tough. It was tough. I feel like somebody like took my cinnamon toast crunch, and I don't eat cinnamon toast crunch, but I used to. I know how good it is. Took my cinnamon toast crunch but took all the cinnamon off of it because like I didn't know how to feel. I just didn't know how to feel. It's like I love Carson, but this Jalen Hurts is doing pretty good. He's doing pretty good, man. So I am excited. And his game against the Cardinals was great. His game against the Cardinals was great. There were some moments where it wasn't, but overall it was a pretty phenomenal game. And obviously we know what he did against the Saints. Against the Redskins, he absolutely looked horrible. But I think nobody really had faith in Doug for that last game. So yeah. And then the Cowboys. I mean, obviously we lost the Cowboys, but that one pass to Deshaun Jackson, man, that was the only pass that Jalen threw to Deshaun Jackson, and it was an 81-yard touchdown. So that's another reason why I think they should bring back Deshaun Jackson. They should have Jalen Hurts spend some time with Michael Vick on the offseason a couple weeks. Yeah, that wouldn't be bad. I'd prefer Russell Wilson. I would prefer Russell Wilson. I think Russell Wilson runs an offseason camp, doesn't he? That would be cool. I think either Vic or Russell. And I honestly, that's what I don't get, guys. That's what I don't get. So, when Carson first came into the league, I was like, man, I really hope this guy spends some time with TB12. I really hope this guy spends some time with A-Rod. I don't want to say A-Rod because that sounds like I'm talking about Rodriguez. But I hope that he spends some time with Aaron Rodgers. And I just don't understand why these young quarterbacks don't spend more time with, elite level quarterbacks that came before them. It never really clicked. But yeah, no, I completely agree with you, Franklin. I think Jalen. Well, one, I think Jalen will. I think Jalen will do something like that. I feel like Jalen is the type of guy who will do something like that. He's the type of guy who's going to do everything he can to be better. He's the type of guy who's going to give us that work ethic. He's the type of guy who's going to make sure that he does everything he possibly can to improve and progress and just make sure that he's getting better and better and better and better than he was the day before. So, kind of everything I said yesterday about Carson Wentz, the opposite of that. Jalen Hurts is doing what we need a Philadelphia Eagles quarterback to do. And that just makes everything paints a much more positive picture for Jalen Hurts. And that's why you can't do anything but love the guy at this point and really hope that he doesn't turn into a sourpuss like Carson did. And I don't think Jalen will, because Jalen's been through the adversity. Jalen was benched for Tua, and then transferred to Oklahoma and became a badass. And he was kind of always a badass, but he became a better thrower at Oklahoma. We obviously know that. The other cool thing about Jalen Hurts that I have not touched on much at all, but I've touched on it previously, is Brian Johnson has ties to Jalen Hurts as well. Our new quarterbacks coach has ties to Jalen Hurts as well. Not just Kyle Pitts, but Jalen Hurts as well. So, and I mentioned this in a previous stream, Franklin, that I don't think you were here for, is they are going to I felt like the Brian Johnson hire was so that they could cover their tracks in case Carson demanded a trade, in case Carson was still unhappy. And obviously, as we all know at this point, Carson was still unhappy and demanded a trade. And now he's getting it. And Brian Johnson is going to be the quarterback coach for Jalen Hurts and probably Big Dick Nick. So hopefully, hopefully we get the best out of that. Hopefully we get the best out of that situation. You know what I mean? So the other good thing about having Nick Foles in this trade package, if it is true, and I believe it is Nick Foles is a quality backup. He's a quality backup. We all know it. For some reason, he plays really well in Philadelphia. And maybe it's the vibe. Maybe it's maybe it's just the overall vibe of the city. Like his family loves it in Philadelphia. All of the above. I don't know. I really don't know. But we'll just have to see. Guys, I'm not going to wait until Tuesday to do another player review. I'm going to make sure that I get some videos made today, and we're going to do some more player reviews. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a position by position. So I'm going to do 5 players per video, and we're going to do it that way. Because if I did individual players, because I want to go through a lot. I want to go through a lot of player reviews. So I'm going to do 5 players per position. And we are going to, King Miru. Sorry if I pronounced your name wrong. But thanks for joining in, my man. So yeah, just to touch on what I was just saying is we're gonna do 5 players per position for the reviews, and we're gonna start getting that out. And I'm gonna upload those tomorrow. But I blame everything on Howie Roseman. Yeah, everybody in this chat does too. I do too. I know Franklin does. I know AJ Styles does, and I do too, my man. Howie Roseman has completely dysfunctionalized that franchise, if that's even a word. But here's the thing. We can make up our own words when it comes to Howie Roseman, because that's how crazy he makes us Philadelphia Eagle fans. We can just start making up words to describe this guy. We can just start making up some crazy adjectives. So you guys throw them at me. Throw them in the live chat. Throw out some fucking crazy adjectives. The dude's a fucking shindig is what he is. That's exactly what he is. He's a shindig. He's a weasel. He's an attention-seeking glass of bad orange juice is what Howie Roseman is. And he's going to release the Carson Wentz news on Super Bowl Sunday because he can't get enough of whatever the hell he's longing for. Maybe, I don't know. I don't even want to talk a lot about Howie Roseman. He just drives me absolutely insane. If I took a shot for every bad pick Roseman has got, I would be very, very drunk. I feel like we all should do that. No, I'm kidding. That's a bad idea because, Franklin, you are incredibly, incredibly correct. Like, it's insane. Can we just go through the list real quick? Let's just go through the list real quick. And we don't have to go through all of them, but let's start with the number one that we could probably remember way back. Throw out the ones that you guys remember. The earliest Howie Roseman pick that was absolutely fucking awful that you guys remember. Go ahead and throw it in the chat, and I'm going to give you mine right now. The good old fireman, Danny Watkins, right guard out of who the fuck remembers college, absolutely did nothing. You know what the great thing about that pick was? Andy Reid immediately came out and said that was a Howie Roseman pick. You want to know why? Because Andy Reid knew that it was a bad pick. He was covering his ass. We could have had Justin Jefferson and DK Metcalf. Yeah, man. And here's the thing. I want to get into that real quick because there are people, if you say that to some people, they're going to be like, oh, he's just having a fantasy, fantasy football idea in his head. No, you're not, King. No, you're not, man. Because here's the thing. They drafted players at the same position in back-to-back drafts for during those seasons. during those seasons. So it was JJ Arthaga Whiteside in the second round, 12 picks, I believe, before DK Metcalf was taken. 12 picks. 12 picks. And then the Seahawks picked DK Metcalf. And then obviously, as we all know, a year later, in the first round, we take Jalen Reagor, who completely underwhelms, and I'm completely unimpressed with. I'm more impressed with Quez Watkins, to be honest with you, King. With you, King. And Justin Jefferson was the guy. He was the guy. We all wanted Justin Jefferson. We knew it was going to be a good pick, and Justin Jefferson and DK Metcalf together would have been absolutely fucking phenomenal. It would have been great. And just imagine how Carson would have felt if he had Justin Jefferson on the left and DK Metcalf on the right, or vice versa, and Miles Sanders in the backfield. It would have been a completely different fucking story we'd be talking about. Franklin says, do you think JJ Arthaga Whiteside will be gone next year? I don't know. There's reports, man, that they're hoping that he can finally turn it around this year, and I just don't see it. I really just don't see it. You know, the thing is that Jalen Hurts started to make some of these wide receivers look good. Like Alshon Jeffrey started trying again towards the end of the season. Jalen Hurts made some decent throws, or JJ Arthaga Whiteside made some decent catches towards the end of the season. From what I remember, it was like 2 or 3, but you know, they were some good contested catches. But I honestly don't want to see JJ Arthaga Whiteside on this team. Honestly, whenever I talk about the wide receiver core, man, I completely forget to bring up JJ Arthaga Whiteside sometimes, because I just forget that he's on the team. And do you want to know why? Is because he shouldn't be on the team. That's the point. That's the point. The dude is known for one thing, and that's for picking up that fumble after the 75-yard run by Miles Sanders against the Ravens or the Steelers? It was one of the two. Franklin says, when the draft was coming up, I wanted to draft DK Metcalf. They're idiots for not getting DK Metcalf. Yeah, agreed. That's going to haunt me for the next 10 years, dude. Zach Ertz will be missed, says King. Zach Ertz will definitely be missed. We were talking about this last night. Probably one of the best route runners that we've had on the team for a while. I personally, King, I believe that the dude can still ball. I believe that the dude can still ball. And I think that they're trying to paint this picture of like the fact that he can't, and he can. It was just the first 4 weeks where he wasn't playing that well, and then he came back from that injury and he did decent. And I mentioned that in last night's stream is Zach Ertz can still ball, man. But King, we're hoping. I'm pretty sure Franklin and AJ Styles, we want Kyle Pitts at pick 6, tight end out of Florida, who you can probably move all around the line. Tell me what you think about that, King. Do you like Kyle Pitts, tight end out of Florida, who can line up at wide receiver and be an absolute mismatch nightmare? I absolutely have been falling in love with Kyle Pitts. 1-1-1-1-1-1-1. What does that mean? What does that mean, AJ? 1-1-1-1-1. Is that how many draft picks we're getting? That'd be amazing. That would be amazing. What is that? 5 ones? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 ones. We're not. Oh, that's so wishful thinking. Can you imagine? Oh boy. How stupid would the Bears be? How stupid would the Bears be? Hey, King, do you think the trade's gonna go down with the Bears or the Colts? Oh my God, yes, Kyle will be a monster, better than J-Jaw. Well, yeah, King, anybody's gonna be better than J-Jaw at this point. Anybody's gonna be better than J-Jaw. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not even like J-Jaw's not even a conversation. I would have Nelson Aguilar back before I had J-Jaw. You know what I mean? Like, it's like that bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't really care much about J-Jaw. King says he's going with the Bears. All right. You think it's going to be the Bears? Yeah, I think that's kind of the general consensus, my man. I think that's kind of the general consensus, that it's going to be the Bears. Right now the report is that they have the top offer on the board for Carson Wentz. And my thought is this, as I've talked about, obviously, is unless some team can come in last second and blow the Eagles out of the water and it blows the Bears trade offer away, then yeah, it's going to be the Bears. Carson's going to Chicago. And do you think he'll do okay with Matt Nagy is the thing? Do you think Carson will do better with Matt Nagy than he did with Doug Peterson? And do you think they'll get along? I do. I think Matt Nagy is a better coach to come from the coaching tree of Andy Reid than Doug Peterson was. I think Doug Peterson was just a big old tree, honestly. I watched his first press conference, his introductory press conference with us just the other day, and he was like, yeah, Andy, Andy let me coach the second half of the game. Honestly, just like dating back to like week 12. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. Anyway, fucking Doug. Fearless. So fearless. As things stand right now, Franklin says, before the draft, do you think we have a chance to win our division next year? Yes. Yes, I do. I think Jalen Hurts is going to be better. As things stand right now, it's obviously Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts will be the starter. And I think Jalen Hurts will be better. I think Jalen Hurts will have a full offseason, and I think that will help him a lot. We saw a lot of potential out of Jalen Hurts that final 4 games, and I think he's just going to refine his game, and he's just going to continue to get better. Miles Sanders is going to be better because Nick Sirianni is going to be better for Miles Sanders. I think that we're going to use packages for Miles Sanders where Miles Sanders lines up in the slot, because that's exactly what Nick Sirianni and Frank Reich did with Nyheim Hines in Indianapolis. So all of us who were calling for Miles Sanders to line up in the slot and have packages to be lined up in the slot, I think we're finally going to get to see that this season. So that's going to be able to create a mismatch nightmare. I think Dallas Goedert, while we love Zach Ertz, just like King said, Dallas Goedert's going to bring some youth and versatility to the tight end position, and he's faster, and he breaks tackles a bit more, and I think that that's going to be a mismatch nightmare as well for linebackers and cornerbacks along throughout the middle of the defense. I think Quez Watkins is going to be better. I think Quez Watkins is going to be able to run crisper routes. I think we're going to be able to utilize his speed a bit better. I think we're going to be able to draw up more packages to get him deep down the field better than we did last season, because Doug was just not good at it at all. I think we're going to get healthy Deshaun Jackson back. I think Deshaun Jackson is staying. I've already mentioned that. Alshon Jeffrey is going, but I'm not worried about it because I think Travis Fulgham is going to be re-signed on a cheap deal, and Travis Fulgham is going to be able to refine his game. And I think that the fact that wide receivers coach Aaron Moorhead staying for a second consecutive year, thank God, finally we're not changing wide receivers coaches again. I think that's going to be a good thing for these young wide receivers that we have. Along the defensive line, Josh Sweat is really starting to pick up his game. And so I expect him to continue to get better. Derek Barnett, the verdict is still out, guys. He's a flash in the pan, kind of. He's kind of like a flash in the pan. But I like him as a rotational guy. I think as far as the offensive line is and Fletcher Cox is getting a little old, but he still offers some stability along at DT and so there's that. But along the offensive line, Jack Driscoll, I'm hoping to have him healthy at camp. I'm hoping to have him back and healthy at camp. And he did some great things as a young rookie at the right guard position. Obviously, as I talked about before, the offensive line started to gain a little bit of stability when we had Jack Driscoll playing at right guard. And so I'm excited about that. But also Brandon Brooks will be back unless they decide to unload his contract, which is a possibility. but we need Lane Johnson to stay healthy. Jordan Mailata is going to probably take over that left tackle position, and Jason Peters will finally be out of here. And then at left guard, I think Isaac Samalu is coming along. I still think that we need to upgrade that position. But honestly, I like Jordan Mailata. I like Isaac Samalu. I think Jason Kelsey. I hope that Jason Kelsey stays because we need leadership right now. And Jack Driscoll at right guard, and hopefully a healthy Lane Johnson at right tackle. I think that that's the thing. I think that the right tackle we need to address. But other than that, yeah, I think that we have a healthy shot, and I think that the offense is still going to be good, guys. I think that's the problem. Here's the thing. I gotta address this. We have skillful guys. We have talented players on this team. You know, Doug did not put these guys in the best position to succeed. He just didn't. And I don't know whether or not it was like he wasn't able to identify, the best 11, because I don't think he was. I've already mentioned how I don't understand how we had to wait until like week 12 to see Quez Watkins. I don't understand that. Oh boy, sorry about that. But he just wasn't good at coming up with packages. Like Jalen Reagor is talented, guys. Was he worthy of the first round pick? No, but he is good after the catch, and he is good with the ball in his hands. And so it's about finding packages for him. And we need to get the ball deep to Quez Watkins. There's talented guys on our team. Miles Sanders, Boston Scott. We brought Jordan Howard back, guys. We got to remember that. We have the talent to be an elite offense. It's there. It was there when Carson Wentz was here. And obviously he's still here, but he's not going to be. So yes, do I think that we have a good shot at winning the division as it stands now before the draft? Franklin, yes, I do. Fly, Eagles, fly for life. What up, man? What up? Send me your questions and your comments. Let's talk about it. How do you feel about the Carson Wentz thing, man? Do you think he's going to the Bears, the Colts? But to finish answering your question, Franklin, the secondary needs a lot of help. And that's the only thing. That's the only thing that I worry about is they have a lot of talent in Dallas, and they literally could blow up our defense anytime that they want with the CD Lamb and the Michael Gallup and the Amari Coopers of the world. But Dak's probably not going to be back, so because Jerry Jones is a fucking idiot. Bears. All right, so that's 100 for 100, guys. Everybody so far thinks Carson's going to the Bears. And yeah, I can't blame all of you. Because that is the report. Bears have offered the biggest package for Carson. AJ Styles said he thinks we should draft Kyle Pitts. Yeah, I think we should draft Kyle Pitts as well. King says, I want Jamar Chase. Sorry, I'm just getting these comments, guys. Jamar Chase wouldn't be bad, man. Yeah, no, here's the thing. I wouldn't be against us drafting Jamar Chase either. But my thing is this. I think that a guy like Kyle Pitts might just add a little bit more versatility, honestly. Having him line up at tight end and then at wide receiver too. It's just going to create such a difficult, that's going to cause headaches for defense coordinators. You know what I mean? Especially when you're talking about Kyle Pitts and Dallas Goedert on the field at the same time. Man, oh man, I can only imagine. He did. Dak just signed a 4-year contract with the Cowboys. I must have missed that, man. Okay, good. Good for them. That's my bad. Sorry about that, King. Yeah, no, he signed a 4-year deal with the Cowboys. Awesome. Awesome. That's really good. That's really good for them. You know why they did that? Man, they were so set on getting rid of Dak Prescott. I have a feeling, and this is just a hunch, but tell me what you guys think, that they realized that the Eagles are about to be screwed because we're about to get rid of Carson Wentz. And if they got rid of Dak, then they're searching for a quarterback just like we are. When technically we might not even need to search for a quarterback. But obviously Dak is proven. And oh man. Oh boy. Hey, what'd you guys think of that? King is right. Prescott did. Okay, cool. Yeah, no, I wasn't disagreeing. I mean, that's good. I'm glad for Dak, honestly, guys, because he bet on himself this year, and then he got hurt. And obviously, I gotta show some some support just as a human being. He bet on himself this year, and then he got hurt, and then it was such an emotional moment for him. But I'm glad that they gave him the 4-year contract. That's good. That's really good because he deserves it. He really did. He really does. He really does deserve that. Less money though. He's an idiot. Yeah. Let me see. Do you know the details of that contract, King? Yeah, no, I mean, but still, I mean, it's good for them. It's good for them. No, Dak deserve a big contract. And I think at this point, we can probably say that when Dak was asking for more money than what Carson got, yeah, I think we can say that he does. So let's talk about this first. Let's talk about this for a second. $250 million. $250 million. All right. That's pretty good. It is less money than what he wanted, but yeah, no, that's not bad. It's not bad. 250 mil over 4 years. Is that what that is? That's a lot, actually. Yeah, let's talk about this, guys. What do you think as far as Kyle Pitts and Jamar Chase? I know obviously that we want those guys. I would honestly, I want to talk about the Jamar Chase and for a little bit, because I honestly think that if wide receiver were to be the pick at pick 6, I would rather and Devontae Smith and Jamar Chase are on the board. Then I'd rather have Jamar Chase. I just think he's more refined. It's a 5-year contract. And he's making $45 million a year. King, that's a lot. How is that less money? That's a lot. That's a lot of money. That's got to be. That's a lot. That's got to be the most. Hold on. Let me look into this. Okay, so Franklin says it's 5. King says it's 4. Let me see here. But outside of Jamar Chase and Devontae Smith, as far as, let's say we go with defender at pick 6, who would you guys want? Micah Parsons, Patrick Surtain, Who would you guys want? Dak signed a 1 year. Hold on. Where are you guys seeing that he signed a new contract? Where are you guys seeing that he signed a new contract? Send me that report because everything is still saying that he's still playing under the franchise tag, guys. So send me that report. Who would you guys want as far as if we went defense in the first round? Who would you guys want? Would you want Patrick Surtain, Micah Parsons? Who would you guys want? Some people are saying 5. Some people are saying 4 from the sources I'm looking at. Okay, so it's not official yet. One moment. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Dak Prescott. Mr. Prescott, would you like a new contract? Yes, I would. He deserves it, man. He deserves 45. Franklin doesn't think it's true anymore. Okay. So the sources are on YouTube. I mean, honestly, I think Dak does deserve a 4-year, $250 million contract. That's a lot. I mean, obviously, we know that Patty Mahomes has the biggest contract and is paid the most, and just, but Patrick Mahomes is Patrick Mahomes. So it's a bit of a different story. You know what I mean? But I'm not worried about what Dallas is doing. Yeah, okay, so they're going to bring back Dak Prescott. Let's just leave it at that. I'm not really worried about what Dallas is doing. Let's not and say we did. King, do you like the fact that Nick Foles might be included in that Bears trade? Franklin says I have nothing against the Cowboys, but I hate the Cowboys with a passion. Sorry. I apologize. I hate the Cowboys with a passion. So do I. Oh my God. I just want to anytime I see a fucking car decal, I want to go and rip it off. I hate the Cowboys with a passion, but I have nothing against Dak Prescott. Yeah, me either. Nick Foles, you like it. You love it. You want more of it. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not a bad player to include in that trade. I just wish that they were including a secondary player. You know what I mean? Like Khalil Mack. You know what I mean? Khalil Mack, guys, for Carson. A first in Khalil Mack for Carson Wentz. Ooh, that would never happen. But that would be phenomenal. That would be fucking phenomenal. Enter zone. Welcome to the chat, my man. Wentz to the Bears. Hell yeah, boy. Yeah, he's going to the Bears. We all know it. Yeah, I gotta give credit to that. I gotta give credit to Franklin. So in last night's stream, Franklin was like, wouldn't it be crazy if we got Nick Foles in that trade from the Bears for Carson. And and then lo and behold, literally 12 hours later, boom, there it is. Franklin, you are the fucking man, dude. You are the fucking man. When I come out with merch, which I will come out with eventually, you will be fucking getting some free merch. Just for that fact. I love rewarding people. I love rewarding people who just like do that. Like it was just a phenomenal call, my man. It really was. It was like a phenomenal. You were fucking spot on. You were absolutely spot on. Enter Zone is celebrating. Well, it's not a done deal yet, fella. But hey, you celebrate whenever you want to celebrate. That's your prerogative, dude. That's your prerogative, my friend. One, he got us a Super Bowl. I said, please start Nick Foles. Once he got us that Super Bowl, I said, please start Nick Foles for now. Yeah. No, I understand. Carson Wentz came back and did have and didn't do poorly, though, that season for coming off of an ACL. And we were all excited about the fact that Carson was coming back. Come on, let's be real. Awesome. I will represent your merch with pride. Well, thank you, Franklin. Thank you. I appreciate that, brother. Let me dream, says Enter Zone. Yeah, you can dream on, brother. Like Steven Tyler said. When did you write that song? I think he was 18. I think it was 18 when Aerosmith wrote Dream On. Wasn't that right? He was 18 when he sang that song. That's fucking great. A fucking phenomenal song. That's like one of my like gym songs, guys, is Dream On. I got a couple other Aerosmith songs in there, but I mean, yeah, Dream On, man. Dream on. Yeah, he's going to the Bears, guys, and I just think here's the thing about the Nick Foles thing. Yeah, I think we should definitely get I just wish we were getting a defender, a part of that trade deal. Obviously, the first round pick is good. Nick Foles is good because we're gonna need a backup quarterback because Nate Sudfeld just needs to pack his lingerie and go somewhere or something. I don't know, Cincinnati maybe. And Nick Foles will be a good backup. Because hey, King, what do you think? You think I asked this of Franklin earlier? Do you think he's going to win the job, the quarterback competition between him and Jalen? I don't think so. But I think he'll be a serviceable. That's what we were talking about. He'll be a serviceable mentor QB, like a serviceable mentor QB for Jalen. So Nick Foles is going to be great to have back in the city, for sure. You know, obviously we all love Nicky Six. We all love Nick Foles. We all love Big Dick Nick. You know, he gives us he provides us with hope. He really does. I mean, let's just be real. Nick Foles is the fucking man. Regardless of the fact that he's more of a flash in the pan quarterback. Let's be real. He's more of a flash in the pan quarterback, guys. But he does. He provides us with hope and pride and positivity. And having him back in Philadelphia, it's just where he belongs. This is home. This is home for him, guys. It's home for him. It's a hard one, to be honest, King says. Yeah, honestly, my thing is this: Nick Sirianni did a great job with Jacoby Brissett. Well, it's Nick Sirianni and Frank Reich, but they both did a great job with Jacoby Brissett, Andrew Luck, and Phillip Rivers, and they got the best seasons out of those guys that they possibly could. And I don't see why they couldn't do that with Nick. And so I think that we'll probably. And I think if Nick does win, let's just say what ifs, right? If Nick does beat Jalen Franklin, bear with me on this one, brother. If Nick does beat Jalen in the quarterback competition, I think that we might get more out of Nick than we did when he was here with Doug Peterson. I really do. I think Nick Sirianni, guys, the youth of this coaching staff scares me, but the creativity behind their philosophies, I'm intrigued by. I really am. I think that the concepts that they bring to the table are going to be more creative than anything that Doug Peterson could have possibly brought. I really do. And I was listening to Inside the Birds with Adam Kaplan, and Jeff Mosher, and they were talking about this. And John McMullen kind of echoed the same thing. Insider John McMullen, is that Doug Peterson had experience, but as a player, whereas Nick Sirianni has the experience of being a coach. That's where his experience lies. He's always had the experience of being a coach, whereas Doug had the experience of player and then finally got the opportunity to be a coach. So it's a little bit different. The mindset is a bit different, right? So the learning curve is definitely different. So Nick Sirianni has had more time to go through the coaching learning curve than Doug Peterson has. That's what I believe. And I honestly think that it just the Frank Reich coaching tree might turn into one of those like the Andy Reid coaching tree. It really might. Let me know what you guys think about tomorrow's Super Bowl game. Who do you guys think is going to win? Who are you rooting for? Honestly, in any normal world, I would be rooting for Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid, obviously, because I want Big Red to win as much as he possibly can, man, because he deserves it. That guy deserves to have the dynasty of all dynasties. I really believe that. Andy Big Red, yeah. But I do think it would be really, really freaking cool for Tom Brady to win his 7th Super Bowl, especially with a team that was 5-11 last year. I think and it's like a huge slap in the face of Bill Belichick, that freaking schemer, weasel, cheater. Probably eats Cheez-Its while the owner's getting rubbies in Florida. Let's not go there. It was Florida, wasn't it? Where Robert Kraft got I think it was a massage parlor in Florida. And I only hated Tom Brady because the Patriots were good. Yeah. Franklin says, only hated Tom Brady and the Patriots. Yeah. Yeah, they were so good. And they were mainly good. That's the thing about the Patriots. Their defense was great. And then Tom Brady, just kind of, was a great. I mean, obviously. I mean, once Tom Brady came in, and it kind of just completed the entire picture for that team. It really did. It really, really did. King says, "I got the GOAT." So you're going with Tom, huh? Franklin says, I hated the Patriots and Tom Brady when they were together. I had a change of heart seeing what Tom Brady did this year, and I've become a fan of his. I hope the Buccaneers win. Yeah. I thought I was going to come to a decision as the days got closer to game day, and I just have not decided yet. It's hard. It's a hard decision for me to make. I want to see Tom Brady win, but I also want to see Andy Reid win. And I think it's time for Patrick Mahomes to just take the throne. That's what I think too. And I'm not saying that he hasn't. It's like buying an exquisite antique chair, and Tom Brady has owned it forever. And Patrick Mahomes has like a leg, and now he just needs to take the arm. King says, ever since he left the Patriots, I gained so much respect for Tom. Me too, man. Me too. I really have. It's hard not to, guys. It really is hard not to have respect for Tom Brady. It really is. Is he 45 now? I think he's 45, isn't he? Is he 44 or 45? Or is he older than that? Am I losing my marbles? I don't remember. But yeah, it's hard not to have respect for Tom Brady. Just what he's done, just the way that he's taken care of himself, just the way that he's kind of rejuvenated his 43. Thank you, King. Just the way that he's been able to maintain his ability to continue his journey to become the greatest and maintain that level of greatness. It's just absolutely phenomenal. It's just absolutely phenomenal. And like, I remember I think it was 2000, wasn't it 2018 when I think they were playing they played it was the year that they played the Rams in the Super Bowl. Like during that regular season, they thought that Tom was like washed because it looked like he was starting to lose some arm strength, and they thought that Tom was washed. But then, like, I feel like obviously Tom did what Tom does in the playoffs, and then like over the last couple of years, like I feel like he's found some of that strength, a little bit of that strength back, and I have no idea how. I have no idea how he's done that. Like, it's insane. It's absolutely insane. Stretching and calisthenics, apparently, and just healthy dieting. I want to get that book. Still haven't gotten that book, the TB12 book. I hear it's phenomenal. Yeah. So let me know what you guys think in the comment box below. I still want to know what you guys think as far as if we go with a defender at pick 6. Do you guys want it to be Micah Parsons or Patrick Surtain or anyone else? And what do you guys think about the idea of us drafting Asante Samuel's son, Asante Samuel Jr.? I think it would be a phenomenal pick in the second round, honestly, if he's still there. I think he will be. Cornerback Asante Samuel Jr. AJ Styles thinks the Chiefs will win. Yeah, it's going to be a really good game. The game might be as good as the Philadelphia Eagles New England Patriots game, honestly, in the Super Bowl. It might be just as good. It's hard to top our Super Bowl with the Patriots in 2017. It really is, because that Super Bowl was just like fireworks, baby. Talking about Nikki Sixx, man. Boom. Boom, bada boom. Quoting Fifth Element there. Has anybody seen that movie? Phenomenal movie. A young Bruce Willis. Gary Oldman. Great movie. If you guys haven't seen that movie, you guys gotta go see that tonight. Like check to see if it's on Netflix or something. It's fucking phenomenal. Best sci-fi movie of all time. Outside of Star Wars, obviously. But yeah. Yeah, what do you guys think? Patrick Surtain, Asante, what do you guys think? Micah Parsons. I love Penn State guys. I love the guys that are coming out of Penn State. I really do. There's some good players coming out of Penn State, man. Linebacker, you, baby. There's another guy. There's another linebacker coming out of PSU, guys, who's going to be good. Who's going to be really good. I think he's going to be really good. He might be a late first, early second round. And in my head, I keep forgetting that we're probably going to have another first round pick. It's hard to remember that. I'm sure you guys can understand. That's another hard one. Yeah, it's another hard one. Here's the thing about Patrick Surtain, and I want to say, I'm going to throw this out there. Don't jump on me, though. Super Bowl 53. Yeah, I agree with you, King. I agree with you, man. Don't jump on me for this though. I think Patrick Surtain could fall. I think Micah Parsons could fall. I think Patrick Surtain could fall. I think Patrick Surtain will only fall if he runs a little bit slower at his at the combine. And Micah Parsons, I just feel like linebackers sometimes fall, guys. Linebackers sometimes fall. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how good they are. They just sometimes fall. And honestly, it depends if there's going to be a quarterback run early in the first round. We never know. We never know. But Howie Roseman, what's this? Howie Roseman needs to get over himself. And if Micah Parsons is there at pick 20 and we have the Bear, and it's the Bears, it's the pick that the Bears sent us for Carson Wentz, pick number 20 in the first round. If Howie Roseman pass it and Micah Parsons is there, if Howie Roseman passes on Micah Parsons at pick 20, I swear to God, I'm going to throw my TV at the fucking wall. I swear to, the apple I'm going to eat in an hour. Enter Zone says, what's the worst Super Bowl I've seen? What's the worst Super Bowl I've seen? Probably. No. Donovan's Super Bowl was horrible. Donovan's Super Bowl was horrible. It really was. It really was. It was just the worst. You want to know why it was horrible? Because, one, it just broke my heart. It broke my heart. It really did. It absolutely broke my heart. And King says Super Bowl 53. Yeah, Super Bowl 53 was boring. Donovan threw what? Was it 3 picks in the fourth quarter? Wasn't it 3 picks? Didn't he throw 3 didn't all 3 interceptions come in like the fourth quarter or something like that? I don't remember. It was so long ago. It broke my heart because T.O. played in the game, and T.O. fucking balled out in that game. Like, he balled out. That's another tough one. Yeah, that is a tough one. What's the worst Super Bowl you've ever seen? Yeah. Yeah. I might have to agree with King. It may have been Super Bowl 53. It was just so boring, honestly. It really was. It wasn't like fun. I mean, I guess if you're a guy who likes defensive games, but you don't want the Super Bowl to be a defensive game like that. Like, you just don't. You just don't. So, but I mean, I guess you want if it's going to be a defensive Super Bowl, you want it to be like when the Broncos won. You know what I mean? Like, they absolutely destroy, or when when the Seahawks beat the Broncos in the Super Bowl, they absolutely destroyed Peyton Manning. Like, it was insane. It was absolutely insane. They wrecked Peyton Manning's shit. It was crazy. It was absolutely nuts. And the 2016 Super Bowl, Falcons Patriots, that was exciting because I knew I just had the feeling all game that Tom was going to bring them back. I did not think it was over. I did 28-3. I didn't think it was over. I just didn't think it was over. No way, no how. No way, no how. Defense scoring. Yeah, defense scoring. So that makes for a great defensive Super Bowl. But that's it. That's the thing. That's the key. We want to see fireworks in the Super Bowl, man. We don't want to see the bullshit that the fucking Rams and the Patriots put up in 2018. That was freaking boring. You know what I mean? It's like watching a daytime soap opera. It's like, okay, she's gonna die. She might come back to life, but she might not. It's like Susan slept with Henry's wife. What? It's like, why? Why did Susan sleep with Henry's wife? That makes no sense. And they never explain. They never explain either. They just say that, and then somebody dies, and then they come back to life. Anyway, moving on. For those who have joined since we last talked about this, guys, I think that the Eagles should make it a priority to go ahead and sign Malik Hooker in free agency. How do you feel about that, King? Enter zone. How do you feel about that, buddy? Let me know what you guys think. Darius Slay will do better now that Jim is gone. Hey, yeah, man, I completely agree with you. I talked about that last night too. Jim, like Doug, just became too stubborn towards his scheme. And we didn't really have the safeties to what am I talking about? He didn't give his cornerbacks help. And so yeah, no, I completely agree with you. Jonathan Gannon is going to do a phenomenal job with this defense. I'm really excited about Jonathan Gannon at defensive coordinator. I really am. I think he's going to be a stud. I really do. I think he's going to be a stud. And there's plenty of coaches around the league who think so as well. So I am excited about Jonathan Gannon. And we're going to see a lot more blitzing, guys. We're going to see some cover. We're going to see some cover 2. I think John Clark or John McMullen was talking about how we might see some cover 3. So that's going to be really cool too. But we're definitely going to see some designed blitzes. Thank God. No more wide 9 bullshit. No more wide 9 crap. You know, we're going to line up and we're going to fucking go. We're going to get after the quarterback in a closer lineup. And it's going to be good. It's going to be better for the defense. Here's the thing. Javon Hargrave. So I think Malik Jackson's going. I think Javon Hargrave is staying, but Javon Hargrave is gonna play better in a standard 4-3 alignment. He just will. And Josh Sweat will probably play better in a 4-3 alignment. And as we've talked about, we're excited about, or I am anyway, the progress and potential of Josh Sweat and how he continues to get better each and every year. I think Alex Singleton will do better. I think that these linebackers will have a better opportunity to make more plays, because we have to remember this, guys, is like under the wide 9, like the gaps are so large that if our defensive line, and our defensive line has been good, they did a good job with the wide 9 alignment, probably better than Jim Washburn did. You guys remember Jim Washburn? But like if the defensive line got washed out, those holes were so big and our linebackers were so small that there's no fucking way that they were going to be able to make a play. And plus our linebackers are below average talent-wise. Nate Gary needs to go. Nate Gary needed to go like 20 years ago, boy. Yeah, Nate Gary, he sucks, man. Yeah, man. He needs to turn himself into like a, I don't know. I don't even know. Start slinging pizzas at like a pizza shop or something, because I freaking hate Nate Gary. I don't hate him, but you know what I mean. Like, it's just he's just not. Yeah, he needs to go. That's basically what I'm saying, King. Nate Gary needs to go. And I'm hoping we have the ability to bring in. I'm hoping we have the ability to take a shot at Anthony Walker, pending free agent from the Colts linebacker. I'm hoping that we have that shot, but obviously we're going to eat this Carson Wentz contract, and I don't see how it's going to be possible. It's going to be like 93 mil over the cap after Carson goes to the Bears, unless they're restructuring the contract. Which I think I think might be holding this trade up. But I also think, as I've mentioned before, that Howie Roseman needs all the attention that he can possibly get. So he's going to release the news on Super Bowl Sunday tomorrow. So we're probably going to see it. Headlines when we wake up in the morning tomorrow. Carson Wentz traded to the Bears, because he did remove it from his Instagram bio that he is the quarterback for the Philadelphia Eagles. It's a big deal. It's a big deal. It's not like Wikipedia. Obviously, we all know what Instagram is. AJ Styles says, "Do you hear about Jake Elliott? Or do I think we need a new kicker?" I think here's what I think. I think everybody had a bad year. I think a lot of, not everybody, but I think people that shouldn't have had bad years had bad years. And I think Jake Elliott is one of those guys. I think Miles Sanders in the receiving game is one of those guys. It was just a weird year. But to your point, AJ, I think it wouldn't hurt to bring in some competition for Jake Elliott. That I think. So, Robbie Coleman needs to go too. Yeah. Does he though? Robbie Coleman is not a bad slot cornerback. He was just bad for us. And I feel like he falls under that same category of being victim to Jim Schwartz's scheme. So, I don't know. He was phenomenal for the Rams, guys. He was phenomenal for the Rams. Did a great job. Did a great job in the slot for the Rams. So, I think, is his contract up? Is Robbie Coleman's contract up? I don't know that off the top of my head. But if it's not, I think it's good to keep him around, just for competition's sake, King. I think if we keep him around for competition, I think that'd be great. But hey, guys, I gotta go. I gotta go ahead and do some work. This is DB Talking Now, DB Talking Birds, DB Talking Philadelphia Eagles. King, Enter Zone. Thank you guys for joining. Please like, please subscribe. And if you guys have any other further questions or comments, please leave it all in the comment box below. And I just want to go ahead and let you guys know, we're going to go ahead and continue. We're going to go ahead and do the draft profile videos. We're going to go ahead and do the free agent profile videos. And I'm going to be going position by position, and I'm going to be doing 5 players at a time. And that starts today. And I'm going to release my first position my first player position videos tomorrow, so you guys will be able to see those. But thank you guys so much for joining. Thank you guys for tuning in. You guys have a beautiful, beautiful day. King, thank you so much for the conversation, my friend. Enter Zone, thank you so much for the conversation, my friend. Franklin, you were phenomenal. AJ Styles, you were phenomenal, my man. You guys have a beautiful, beautiful Saturday evening, and enjoy the rest of your evening. Stay safe, stay healthy. Go Birds, baby.